Hello everyone, welcome back again to another video. Today I'm going to show you 10 delicious and very easy Ghanaian soup recipe, and I know you're going to love it at the end of this video, so sit back and enjoy the rest of the video. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back again to another video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today we are preparing authentic Ghana beef lice soup or beef pepper soup. This soup was super delicious, and I know after watching this video you're going to love making yourself your own beef pepper soup. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do that and be part of this beautiful family. Let's get started. Okay, so in my cooking pot I have some washed beef, and I added in some salted pork and salted beef as well. And for vegetables I'm going to add in some fresh tomatoes, carrots, and one large onion. You can use any vegetable that you prefer. And for the tomatoes, you can omit one of them if you don't want too much tomatoes in your soup. To that I'm going to add in some fresh pepper, and the pepper is to my taste. And for the seasoning, I'm going to go in with some all-purpose seasoning salt, and a little bit of salt to taste. And because I added in some salted pork, salted beef, and some seasoning salt, no need adding in salt again. This is to my preference. Add a little bit of water to this to steam until the vegetables is soft enough to blend. Whilst that is going on, I'm going to go ahead and blend some garlic, ginger, and I'm going to remove my vegetables, add it to the garlic and ginger, and blend until everything becomes very smooth. And to my returning subscribers and new babies right here, you guys are too much. High five to everyone. Thank you for liking my videos, sharing, and commenting. Fam, I am truly grateful. And if you haven't turned on the post notification bell, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly do turn it on and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so after adding in the vegetables, I'm going to add in a little bit of water to it and blend until it is nice and smooth. Okay, after that we're going to add it to our meat, and just look at that. It looks very juicy and very delicious already. Dilute this a little bit with some water, and the water you add to the soup depends on how you want it. I added in some precursor to give it extra flavor. Now stir your soup very well and cover it to cook on medium heat until it is nice and ready. And as usual, I am going to enjoy this with some fufu. Fam, let me know in the comment section what you think about this beef lice soup recipe. I really enjoyed myself, and I know you're going to give it a try. And yes, I'm not going to enjoy all this meat today. This is just for demonstration purposes. Yes. Don't come after me because I don't take in too much meat. So now all what is left is for us to serve and enjoy ourselves. And fam, what do you think about this meat pepper soup recipe? I love it, and I hope you're going to give this recipe a try. If you like, kindly give your girl a thumbs up. Okay, so now let's move on to our second recipe. Hello everyone, welcome back again to another video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today I want to share with you how I made this delicious palm nut soup. Okay, this is assorted meat and fish palm nut soup. It's very delicious, and trust me, you're going to love at the end of this video. So let's get started. Okay, so for this recipe I'm going to need some fresh goat meat. So that I have some fresh meat, and of course I have some assorted fish. This is dry fish. You can use any fresh fish if you want, but for today I am using dry fish. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to put this aside because I'll introduce it to the soup later. So now let's steam our goat meat and our beef. Okay, so in my pot I'm going to add some tomato paste to my meat, add some chopped onions. I also have some 1 large onion which I'm going to add it to it, some goat seasoning powder, all pepper seasoning, and some beef seasoning powder as well. To that I'm going to add some salt to taste, a little bit of water to steam this. My goat meat is really hard, okay, so I need to add in more water to steam this very well. So whilst that is going on, I have some garlic, ginger, and some pepper which I'm going to add some water to it to blend very well. Blend this until everything is nice and smooth. So we're going to add this to our meat to steam alongside with it for about 30 to 40 minutes on a medium heat. Okay, so after 20 minutes of steaming the meat, it is halfway cooked, so I'm going to give this a quick stir and allow it to cook for extra 20 minutes before I will remove my onion to blend and add it to the soup. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you are still watching this video at this point, baby, please do where to subscribe for me, okay, and turn on the post notification bell as well and be part of this beautiful family. Okay, so after removing the onions, I'm going to add in my palm nut juice which I've strained it very okay. This is a very lazy day palm nut soup that I'm making. But I have a detailed recipe on how to make palm nut soup, so I will leave the video link in the description box for you to check it out. Okay, so next I will go in with my dry or smoked fish, and this fish took the soup to another level. Okay, it was super delicious, trust me. And so I'm going to add in my blended onions as well. I have some okra to top it up because I'll be enjoying this with my fufu, and of course some prekese for flavor. Okay, I taste for salt and it was okay. So now I'm going to give this a very quick stir and allow this soup to cook very well until oil begins to settle on top beautifully. That is when you know your palm nut soup is ready. Okay, so now let's cook this until it is ready. And to my lovely returning and new subscribers right here, you guys are too much. High five to everyone. Thank you for liking my videos, sharing, commenting. Fam, your girl is very grateful. Okay, and now our palm nut soup is ready. Just look at that. This looks so appetizing, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you're going to pair with this kind of soup. Okay, I am going to pair mine with some Ghana authentic fufu. Okay, you can pair yours with some kokunte, banku, rice ball, plain rice, yam, eba, just name it. Okay, this soup goes well with everything. Okay, so now all what is left is for me to serve and enjoy myself. Okay, and if you watch this video to this point, that means you are a proud foodie member. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe to my channel, and while you're subscribing, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. So now let's move on onto our third soup recipe. You are going to love it, so let's watch. Hello beautiful people, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today we are preparing Ghana peanut butter soup or Ghana groundnut soup. And so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Let's get started. Okay, for this peanut soup I will need some fresh chicken and some beef as well. Everything is nicely washed, so I'll add some chicken seasoning to it, some beef seasoning powder as well, a salt to taste, and the salt you might think is too much, but it's not too much because the saltiest part of this soup should be the base. Yes, so to that I'll add some garlic and some ginger paste as well, add some tomato paste, a water to wait. I almost forgot my chopped onions, so I added in chopped onions and a little bit of water to steam this very well. Yeah, so we're going to steam this for about 15 to 20 minutes to steam very well. Okay, so in this groundnut soup recipe, I will need some garden eggs, some turkey berries, pepper. To that, I'll add some fresh tomatoes and cook this for about 10 to 15 minutes. So to that, I have some groundnut paste as well, which is the most important ingredients in this soup recipe. Okay, so into my blender, I'm going to add in some chopped onions, add in my peanut butter, add some water to it, and we're going to blend until it becomes very smooth. So I added in some chopped onions because I want my peanut soup to taste really good. Yes, we don't want to waste our energy at all. So let's blend this until it's very smooth. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes of steaming our chicken and our beef, and just look at how it is cooking right now. At this point, I'll give it a quick stir, leave this to cook for additional 10 to 15 minutes to cook very well. I need to stir this because the tomato paste wasn't getting into our sauce very well, so I need to stir this very well. Alright, so I'll be cooking my blended peanut butter, which I'm going to add some tomato paste to give this peanut a very beautiful color. I'm going to stir this and cook very well until this thickens up very well, or you begin to see oil settling on top of this. That means your peanut is ready and nicely done. So we're going to stir this and set it aside. And we are back to check on our meat for the second time, and just look at how juicy this look. At this point it is ready, so I'm going to add in my blended ingredients, and that's my pepper, my garden eggs, turkey berries, and some tomatoes, which I've already cooked very well. So I'm going to blend and add this to the soup base to cook for additional 20 minutes. Yes, so I'm not going to add any water to it apart from this. Give this a quick stir and cook it until it is nice and ready. And don't forget as well that we have this peanut butter on fire already. One more thing, don't leave this peanut on fire without stirring it. So we're going to stir until it thickens up like this, and you see bubbles forming on top of this beautifully. That means it is almost ready. So I'll cover this for extra 5 minutes and just see how the oil has formed on top of our peanut beautifully. That means our peanut is ready. Yes, so this takes a lot of time. I'll be cooking this for about 35 minutes, and just look at how beautiful it came out. Just take your time, you're going to get something like this. And because we've been cooking this for about 35 minutes now, when we add this to the soup, you don't need to cook this for that long time, for about 15 minutes or 1 hour again, because when you don't cook peanut butter soup very well, trust me, you're not going to like what is going to happen to your stomach, and you're going to regret taking this soup. Yes, so we're going to cook this soup on low flame until you begin to see oil settling on top again beautifully. That means your groundnut soup is ready and nicely done. Okay, so at this point I realize my peanut is a little bit thick, so I'm going to rinse my pot and add it to the soup. Here we are not wasting anything at all. I tasted for salt and it was okay because I added in enough salt when cooking the base of this soup here. So you can see I have a little bit of oil on top of the soup, and you might think at this point your groundnut soup is ready because you already have some oil on top of the soup already, but yeah, it's not ready. After it's ready, you can see the oil has come together beautifully, and that is what we want. And just look at how the oil has settled on top, and that has come together perfectly as we want. I was cooking this on low flame for about 20 minutes, and our peanut butter is ready. Just look at that. This looks so yummy and very, very appetizing as well. So what do you like your peanut butter with? Is it with some coconut, banku, rice ball? But me, I'm a fufu gang. So today I'll be enjoying this soup with my fufu. You all are invited into my house. Thank you so much for watching this video to this point. And if you've watched this video to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, yes baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe and be part of this beautiful family. So now let's move on to our next soup recipe as well. Hello beautiful family, welcome back again to another video. Today we are making chicken pepper soup. Yes, chicken light soup. And we all know that in this Christmas season the weather is very cold, so we need some hot chicken soup pepper. Yes, if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe and be part of this family. Let's get started. And of course it's chicken soup, so we're going to need our chicken, and this is soft chicken I'm using. You can use the hard one if you want, but for now this is what I have. To that I have some turkey berries, pepper, green bell pepper, garlic, and some ginger as well, some carrots and onions. To that I have some fresh tomatoes, mackerel, and some tomato paste. Alright, so into our pot I'm going to add in my vegetables, and I'm going to cook this for at least 15 to 20 minutes to soften very well. Add some water to cook until it is nice and ready. In this chicken soup recipe, I'll be needing my rosemary and some anise seed, a salt to taste, some chicken spices, and my all-purpose seasoning. Yes. So into my blender, I'm going to add in my seasoning. That's my onions, ginger, garlic, rosemary, and some anise seed. Add some water and blend until this becomes very smooth. So next, into our cooking pot, I'm going to add in my chicken. Everything is nicely washed. Add some chicken seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, a salt to taste, our blended ingredients as well. To that I'll add some tomato paste, chopped onions, and 1 glass of water. So we're going to steam this on low flame for like 15 to 20 minutes to cook very well. And now it's been about 15 minutes of cooking our vegetables, and it is ready. So we're going to transfer all this into our blender and blend until everything becomes very smooth. Yes. And if you haven't liked this video, please do well to like this video, like, comment, and share this video to reach wider audience. And to my returning subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me from day one. And of course, it's been 15 minutes of steaming our chicken, and just look at how juicy it looks right now. At this point, I'm just going to stir this for like 1 minute and cover this again to cook for additional 10 to 15 minutes. And please remember, I'm using soft chicken, so be mindful of how you stir your chicken. Yes, so I will cover this for extra 10 to 15 minutes to cook very well. So now our blended ingredients is ready, so I'll add in a little bit of water to it, and our soup base is ready, so I'll add it to it. And just look at how juicy the chicken base look. It looks so appetizing and delicious as well. So at this point, I noticed that my soup is still thick, so I need to add in more water. So one thing about Ghanaians is that Ghanaians love very watery soup. That's how we prepare our pepper soup, yes. But I can see Nigerians' pepper soup looks very thick. But we Ghanaians, we prefer it this way. It all depends on you. Some want it very light and some want it thick like this. Yes, so I'll go ahead and add in my mackerels for extra taste. Yes, when you add mackerels to your chicken soup, you're going to love it as well. So I taste for salt and it wasn't enough, so I added in 1 tablespoon of salt. And of course, I love my soup with okra and some pepper to make it really hot for me. It's totally optional. You can choose to omit the okra and pepper part. So I've been cooking this soup for like 20 minutes and just see how it's cooking right now. It looks so appetizing and delicious. Yes, I can't wait to taste this soup part. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video to reach wider audience. And of course, it's been an additional 10 minutes of cooking our chicken soup and it looks all ready now. So guess what I'm going to eat with this soup? I'll be enjoying this soup with my fufu. You can eat this with banku, rice, anything you wish, you can eat it. Even kukunte, you are good to go. And just look at how my fufu is looking, guys. You are all invited. You are all invited to my house, but unfortunately, I am done with this fufu. Yeah, so let me serve and enjoy. And fam, what do you think about this chicken rice soup? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you also so much for watching this video to this point. I love you so much, and if you haven't turned on the post notification bell, please do well so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning and new subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye and stay blessed. Hi beautiful, thank you all for clicking on this video. Today I'll be sharing with you this amazing assorted meat and fish pepper soup. Yes, this soup is very delicious, and I know after watching this video you're going to love making yourself your own authentic pepper soup or your light soup. So let's get started. All right, so into my clean pot I'll add in my goat meat, my beef as well. Everything is nicely washed. You can use any meat of your choice. Yes, yeah, so to that I'll add some salted beef and some salted pork as well, which is going to take this soup to another level. So we're going to season this meat very well. So we're going to need some meat seasoning powder, some goat seasoning powder as well. I'll also need a little bit of garlic paste as well. So to that I'll add some ginger, a little bit of diced onion and some salt to taste. Okay, so next I'm going to add in some tomato paste, which I'll add a little bit of water to it. Then we're going to stir this meat to marinate very well. Yeah, so we're going to stir and cover this to cook on medium heat for about 20 minutes to steam very well. Alright, so we are back to check on this meat, and it's been 15 minutes of cooking it and it is not ready. I'll give this a quick stir again and cover it for about 5 to 10 minutes for it to cook very well, because we all know that goat meat sometimes are really hard, so we need to cook this until it is nice and tender. And it's been additional 5 more minutes and our meat has really cooked very well. Just look at that. Sentinel with the aji baby. Alright, so I'll give this a quick stir, then I'll add in my vegetables, which I'm going to add in some onions, pepper, fresh tomatoes. I'll also add in some carrots, which is going to take this soup to another level, guys. Trust me on this one. You can add in any vegetable of your choice, whether being turkey berries, garden eggs, any vegetable at all. It all depends on you. Yes, so I'll give this a quick stir, then I'll cover it to cook for additional 10 to 15 minutes for it to cook well. Yes, so it's been additional 10 minutes of cooking and vegetables alongside with our meat, and it has really cooked down very well, as you can see. So I'm going to remove my vegetables and I'm going to blend and add it to my soup base. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Thank you for doing that. Yes. Okay, so next we're going to add in our blended vegetables into our soup, and just look at that. This soup dear, and yeah, easy crowd. So we're going to add a little bit of water to this soup, not a little bit of water, yes, more water, because we're going to make this light soup. This is light soup, this is not stew, so we're going to make it light. Yes, this is how Ghanaians, I mean most of Ghanaians want their soup to be light, and this is how I want mine as well. And now it's time for us to introduce our dry fish into our soup, and this is dry adjene. It's very delicious, trust me. This adjene is very expensive. Guys, you don't know, I bought this adjene for 40 cedis, just this one, and it's so expensive. But it's very tasty, so it's worth it. So I'll later introduce my apatere as well, because that fish looks very soft, so I need to cook this very well before I'll introduce the rest of the fish to this soup. So let's cook this for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and just look at that. So at this point the soup is cooking for about 15 minutes now, so I'm going to roast the apatere before I'll introduce it to the soup. Yes, and the reason why I'm roasting this fish is that I want it to smell really good in my soup. Yes, that is how I want it, and it will taste really good as well. So let's roast our fish and introduce it to our soup, and we're going to cook our soup for extra 5 more minutes, and our soup should be ready by then. And just look at how beautiful our soup is looking. Just look at that, guys. This soup tastes really good, and I'm super happy it came out really good as well. So let's give this a quick stir and leave this to cook for additional 5 more minutes. And to my returning and new subscribers, you guys are too much, I love you guys, and please, if you haven't subscribed as well, please do what to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell as well, and be part of this beautiful family. And ta-da! Our soup is ready, and as usual I'm going to enjoy this soup with my fufu. Yes, I can't just stop eating fufu because that is my favorite food, and fufu dear is for body washer. So now all what is left is for us to serve and enjoy our fufu. Hello beautiful people, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today I'm sharing with you how I made this delicious tilapia pepper soup. Okay, this is authentic Ghana tilapia soup, and I know after watching this video you're going to love making yourself your own easy tilapia soup at home. Let's get started. Okay, so for this recipe I'm going to need my onions and some fresh tomatoes. To that I have some red pepper and some green pepper as well. I also need some fresh carrots. You can use any vegetable of your choice. So in my pot I'm going to add in all my vegetables, and I also have a little bit of salted beef and salted pork, which I'm going to add it to the vegetables to cook alongside with it. Okay, so I'm going to add in a glass of water, cover it and boil this for about 15 to 20 minutes for the vegetables to cook very well, okay. Alright, so whilst that is going off my nicely washed tilapia, okay, so I washed this off camera, but for demonstration purposes I have to redo this again. So inside my spray bottle I have some vinegar and I've diluted it a little bit with some water, and I'm going to spray this on my fish to get rid of any fishy smell of my fish, okay. So if you don't have this vinegar, you can use your lemon juice or your lime juice to get rid of any fishy smell on your fish, okay. So after doing that, I'm going to add in water, then I'm going to go in with my hands to wash this very well, okay. Then we're going to set this aside. And if you are still watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe to my channel. While you're subscribing, don't forget to hit that bell also and be part of this beautiful family. Thank you so much for doing that, okay. Alright, next I'm going to seasoning my tilapia with some spices. So I'm going to blend some ginger, garlic, anise seed and some rosemary. Add just a little bit of water to it and blend very well, okay. So next I'm going to add in my blended spices to my fish, add some salt to it and a little bit of fish seasoning powder as well, okay. So we're going to put this in our refrigerator to marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes. It is optional. You can just put your tilapia in your soup right away, but I choose to marinate it for the ingredients to infuse in my fish very well, okay. Okay, so now the vegetables is well cooked now, so I'm going to remove it and blend to get a very smooth paste, okay. Alright, so now I'm going to add in my tomato paste, give this a very quick stir and allow this to cook on medium heat for about 10 minutes. Okay, so after 10 minutes I'm going to add in my blended vegetables. I didn't strain my vegetables, but if you want to strain it, you can use your colander to strain it very well, okay. So I have a very heavy consistency right now, so I'm going to dilute this a little bit with some water. Cover this to cook for extra 30 to 40 minutes, okay. Alright, so after 30 minutes of cooking, the soup is halfway cooked, so I'm going to go in with my tilapia. Then I'm going to cook this for extra 30 to 40 minutes on a medium heat. So tilapia soup doesn't take long to cook, okay. So make sure to cook your soup base very well before you add in your tilapia, because we don't want our meat to get too soft, okay. So I added in some ginger and garlic water, which I used to marinate my fish, okay. And I realized my cooking pot was too small for the soup, so I need to change it, okay. I taste for salt and it was okay because I added in some salted pork and salted beef, and I also used some salt to marinate my fish, okay. So no need adding in salt again. So if you taste for salt and it's not okay for you, you can add in more if you want. After 30 minutes of cooking the soup, just look at that. And quite ready, our next level ankasa. So it is ready. Just look at that. Just look at that. So now just get your fufu ready and let's serve and enjoy ourselves, okay. You can also enjoy this soup alongside with some banku, rice, face the wall, just name it, guys. But I added in okra, so obviously it's going to be fufu. Fam, let me know in the comment section what you think about this tilapia lai soup. I love it and I know you're going to love it as well. So now let's move on to our next video. Hello wonderful people, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today I'm making Ghana green soup. This is EBUNABUNU NKWAN, or you can choose to call it spinach soup or cocoyam leaf soup. Any way you want to call it, feel free to call it, okay. So let's get started. So for this recipe I will need my cocoyam leaves or my taro leaves. You can use spinach leaves as well if you want. I have my turkey berries, my snails, and what is spinach soup without your snails and your kobe. I also have some pork, I have some fresh beef, and of course my crabs. And I will also need some pepper. This green pepper is not very hot, that's why I'm using a lot. And I also have some okra and some red pepper as well, some blended garlic and ginger, and some onions. And last but not the least, I have some fresh mackerel. You can omit that if you don't want that, okay? So in a pot, I'm going to add in all my vegetables and the okra as well. Yes, this EBUNABUNU soup, we are not joking with it at all. So add in all your vegetables to a pot, add some water to it, and cook until it is very, very soft. Alright, so next to a clean pot, I'm going to add in my snails, my fresh meat, and my crabs. You can also feel free to use any meat of your choice. So I added in my salted fish, my salted pork, and some salted beef. Okay, add in your garlic and ginger for seasoning, and I'm going to dice some onions and add it to it as well. And I'm going to add in the water from the snails, and trust me, the snail water is very, very medicinal. And trust me, anytime you are preparing EBUNABUNU soup, don't throw that away because it adds extra flavor to this soup. Trust me on this one. And so after adding in the snail water, I'm going to add in a little bit of water and add in my tomato puree, and we're going to cook or steam this meat very well. So whilst that is going on, we're going to check on our vegetables, and it's looking all ready and green right now. One more tip: don't overcook your taro leaves to loosen its color, because we want our soup to be very, very green. So to a blender, I'm going to add in all my vegetables, and I'm going to blend until it is nice and very smooth. And if you are still watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Thank you so much for doing that. And now we are back to check on our meat, and it's doing all perfect right now. So we're going to add in our blended vegetables, and look how green our vegetables look right now. Very, very green, and that is what we're looking for. Stir the soup very well, and at this point we're going to dilute this a little bit with some water, because the consistency for me is a little bit heavy. So I'm going to go in with just a little bit of water, and of course I am going to enjoy this soup with my fufu. So I'm going to add in my garden eggs and my leftover okra as well. And I'm not going to add in any salt again, because I added in some salted fish, salted pork, and salted beef. So the salt is enough for me. If you want to add in more, feel free to add it. So next I am going to add in my mackerel and give this a very good mix, and allow this soup to cook on medium heat until it is nice and ready. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this green light soup. It's very, very healthy, and you're going to love it, trust me. I will be enjoying this green soup with my fufu. You can enjoy it with kokonte, banku, just name it, even rice ball. You can eat this soup with it, okay? And so if you enjoyed watching this green soup recipe, kindly give your girl a thumbs up, and do wait to subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. So now let's move on to our next recipe. Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to another video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today we are making a very simple light soup recipe, which we're going to enjoy alongside with some fufu. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Let's get started. So to begin with, I have with me here some goat's meat and some dry fish. You can use any meat or dry fish of your choice. You can even use fresh fish if you want. But for the goat meat, I'm specifically using the intestines for this soup, and it took the soup to another level. And for veggies, I have some carrots, onions, pepper, and one frozen tomato paste. You can use any vegetable at all for this recipe. So in a pot, I'm going to add in my meat, add in my vegetables and my tomato paste as well. We're going to add some meat seasoning powder, some fish seasoning powder as well, and I'm going to add in some homemade all-purpose seasoning, and I'm going to add in a salty taste as well. Add water to it to steam this very well. So the salt is always to your taste. So after 15 minutes of steaming my sauce, it is well this look right now. So next I'm going to remove my vegetables and I'll blend and add it to the soup base. So if today being your first time on this channel, welcome to Cooking with Efia. This is a foodie channel and I know you're going to love staying here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do well to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video. And please do well to click on the post notification bell as well and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for doing that. Next, I'm going to add in the blended vegetables to the soup base. Add water to this to make it a little bit light because you're making this light soup. Then you can go in with your fish. You can use any fish of your choice. So the water you add to the soup is always to your preference, okay? Stir this very well and taste for salt and cover it to cook until it is nice and ready. This soup is very easy and I know you're going to love making it at home. And so this is my asanka. I'm going to mold my fufu in it and enjoy myself. Look how soft and stretchy this fufu looks, guys. This is Sunday special, and if you have the ingredients in the house, just get right into it and prepare something like this for your family to enjoy as well. And after extra 40 minutes, just look at how the soup looks right now. This soup looks very appetizing and very delicious. So now all what is left is for us to serve and enjoy ourselves. And to my returning subscribers and new babies right here, you guys are too much. High five to everyone. Thank you for liking my videos and sharing my videos. Fam, I am truly grateful. And if you watch this video to this point and you haven't liked my video yet, please do well to like my video, and please do turn on the post notification bell as well and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye and stay blessed. Hello beautiful people, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing wonderfully well. Today we are making melon soup. This is authentic Ghanaian Nkwan. This soup is very delicious, and I hope you're going to give this recipe a try after watching this video. So for this recipe, we're going to need some melon seed. And anytime you buy this melon seed from your local store, it contains a lot of unwanted particles. So I am going to remove everything from the seed and set it aside. And for protein, I'm going to use some cow foot, and I'm also going to use some dry fish, salted pork and salted beef. And for vegetables, I'm using pepper, turkey berries, garden eggs and some onions. I'll also need some tomato paste and some natural spices. You can use any spices of your choice. So to a pan, I'm going to add in my melon seed, and I'm going to remove anything that I don't need in this melon seed. You can find some stones. I just found some groundnuts. You can find anything that you think is not part of this melon seed. Just remove it from it and start to toast it. So I'm toasting this on medium heat for about 10 to 15 more minutes. And you can also cook your melon seed if you want, but trust me, toasting it is the best option because your soup would definitely taste good. To me, cooking it is number 10. I always toast it, so if you want to cook it, fine, you are good to go. But whenever you are toasting your melon seed, make sure your fire is on low flame so you don't burn it, because trust me, when this burn, you're going to have a sour taste in your soup and you will not going to love it. And so if you are new to my channel, welcome to Cooking with Efia. This is a foodie channel and I know you're going to love staying here. And if you haven't subscribed as well, kindly subscribe to my channel and be part of this beautiful family. Thank you so much for doing that. So after toasting the melon seed, I'm going to add in water to cool it down very well before I blend it. And I'm going to wash it as well because I haven't washed it. So next to a pot, I'm going to add in my cow foot and I'm going to add in my dry fish as well. To that, I'm going to add in my tomato paste or tomato puree. You can also use fresh tomatoes if you want to omit the tomato paste, okay? And I'm going to add in the natural spices, but for the ginger and garlic, I am going to blend alongside with the vegetables and add it to the soup. Dilute this a little bit with some water and cover it and cook it very well because we want our cow foot to be very soft so we can enjoy it very well, okay? So whilst that is going on, we're going to blend our melon seed. At this point, it has cooled down very well, so I'm going to add in some water and make sure your blender is very sharp so you don't get any wahala when blending this, okay? So we're going to blend until it is nice and very smooth. So next, after blending my melon seed, I'm going to get a strainer and I'm going to strain the milk from the chaff. I need just the milk. I'm going to reblend the chaff again because the blender couldn't do justice to it because I overload it, okay? So I'm going to reblend it and sieve it or strain it again. And to my returning subscribers and new babies right here, you guys are too much. High five to everyone. Thank you for liking my video, sharing and commenting. Fam, I am truly grateful. And if you haven't turned on the post notification bell, what are you waiting for? Kindly do turn it on and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for doing that. Alright, so now I have a very creamy melon drink right now, so I'm going to add this to my meat because at this point my cow foot has really cooked very well. It's looking all soft and very juicy. So now I'm going to give this a very good mix and add in my melon juice. And if you are a Ghanaian and you haven't tasted this soup before, then you are missing a lot. I love this soup more than groundnut soup because this soup tastes good to me, and I hope you're going to give this recipe a try because Ghanaian is so delicious. You're going to love it, trust me. So now I'm going to give this a very good mix and add in my garden eggs and my okra because I will be enjoying this with my fufu. And after adding in the garden eggs and the okra, I'm going to add in my fresh mackerel. And fam, if you love fresh mackerels in your soup, just give me high five in the comment section because adding in fresh mackerels to your is on another level. It's just a game changer. You are going to love it if you try this recipe. And so last but not the least, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of salt and allow this to cook until it is nice and ready. And the salt is always to your taste. You can enjoy this soup with some rice ball, fufu, banku, just name it, guys. You are just going to love this soup, okay? Thank you for watching this video. So now let's watch our next soup recipe as well. Hello everyone, thank you all for clicking on this video. I hope you all are doing so well. So today we are making authentic Ghanaian lice soup. So for this lice soup recipe, I'm going to need some dry fish, some salted beef and salted pork. I'll also need some relay, and for vegetables I have some onion, turkey berries, pepper, garden eggs, and to that I'm going to need some fresh tomatoes and some tomato paste. Okay, so to a pot I'm going to add in my washed relay, I'm going to add in my salted beef and salted pork, and add in all my vegetables to cook alongside with it, because I want to get rid of the salt from the beef and from the pork as well. Okay, so add everything to the pot, add a little bit of water to this, and cook until it is nice and ready. So whilst that is going on, I'm going to go ahead and steam my fish. So to a pot I added in my dry fish, I'll add in my tomato paste, add in some chopped onions, add some water to it, and steam until it is nice and ready. Alright, so after extra 10 more minutes, the vegetables is looking all ready now. So I'm going to remove the vegetables and blend it. And for the water from the vegetables, I'm going to add it to the fish and steam alongside with it. And I'm also going to add in the salted pork and the salted beef as well. Steam this very well. Okay, so whilst that is going on, we're going to blend our vegetables as well. So after blending the vegetables, I'm going to dilute this a little bit with water and add it to my fish to cook very well. And I'll also add in some precursor or Idan fruit for flavor. I also add in some pepper, okra, and some garden eggs. Okay, so I'm going to add in the blended ingredients to the soup base. Dilute this a little bit with water because we're making this lice soup. Okay, stir your soup very well and add in your garden eggs, your okra, and the pepper for flavor, because we are going to enjoy this soup with fufu. Alright, so after adding in my garden eggs, my okra, my precursor, and my pepper, I will taste for salt because I was having salted beef and salted pork. Okay, so after tasting for salt, it wasn't enough for me, so I added in just a little bit of salt, and the salt is always to your taste. Now allow this soup to cook until it is ready. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video to this point. And if you watch this video to this point, that means you are a proud foodie member. And if you haven't turned on the post notification bell, baby, what are you waiting for? Kindly do turn it on and be among the first person to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Bye bye and stay blessed.